We wish and pray for unity in the families, in the communities, in the countries, and in the whole world. However, prayer for unity without action plan remains just a wishful thinking. No wonder many efforts toward unity never is realized, precisely because the action plan is not clear, or perhaps the action plan to make unity happen is not shared among those who wish for unity. Jesus prays for unity. He prays for unity among the disciples. He prays for unity in the world. But Jesus' prayer for unity has corresponding actions. He does not only pray for it, He does not only wish for it. Jesus wants it to make it happen. And what are some of the actions that Jesus shows us to make that prayer for unity happen? He shows us, first of all, His unity with the Father. And then later on we will see how this unity is also shared with the Spirit. He shows the disciples how to be united. First, by denying themselves. Anyone who wants to follow me must deny himself. What does that mean? That if you want unity to happen, you have to put your personal agenda aside. We have to share a common vision, a common mission. Because if I will always impose what I want, and the others will do the same, that alone is already a point of disunity. Because we don't share. We don't share our own concerns. We don't share the vision. We don't share the responsibility. We know how the disciples struggle with their unity. Why? Because they always think about how they can be better than the others. Recall the instance when the two brothers, James and John, wanting to take the special place in the kingdom. But you see how Jesus addresses them. Are you ready to take the cup I'm taking and share the cross that I am to bear? And what are those words of Jesus mean? They mean you have to put yourself aside. For as long as we have ourselves in front and disregard the others, there can be no unity. You see, in the Mass, we share unity. Why? We begin with just acknowledging our sinfulness. We acknowledge the times that we have asserted ourselves too much to the point that we don't listen to the others anymore. And we will only listen to the word of Jesus. The word that unites us. His body that brings life to us. So if there is any way by which we can be fully united, it will only be with the Lord. Because He Himself said, if we really want unity to happen, first, we should love God above all. Second, we should love one another as Jesus loves us. That's the only way. And what does it mean to love God, and what does it mean to love one another? It is to be selfless. To love one another means to regard each other as co-equals. To love one another means to put ourselves aside. That's why I think it's difficult to work for unity, because it's not easy for us to just let go of ourselves. I think that's the only time we can really work for unity, when we learn to put ourselves aside. We have Jesus as our model, and then we share with one another what we can do together to make that unity realized.